Hello builders, let's create an automation today for lead nurturing. We'll use a form, take in the answers from the lead. This form can be on your website too, but for testing purposes, we will use n8n's internal form tool. We will send an email back to those leads, update our database, and send a notification to the team. If you find this useful, please drop a like and subscribe for more AI and no-code tips. Start from dropping in a form submission and our new n8n form. I will fill this up and come right back to you. Okay, so the form title is Come Work With Us, and form description is please answer some questions. It will help us serve you better. And we are asking for the name, for their email, services interested in, and I'm bringing in a drop-down list, so I'm giving them options, bronze, silver, and gold package. Also, I'm giving them options for budget range, under 10K, in between 10 and 20, 20 to 50, and over 50K. Then the project timeline, is it immediate, 2 to 4 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, or over 8 weeks? And also leaving in an input for additional comments that they want to bring. Let's test the step. Here's the form. Again, this could be a form on your own landing page. You would just need to use a webhook as the first step and get all of the answers from your form. But let me fill this up now. Okay, I have a name, an email, services interested in a silver package, kind of a mid-range budget. Project timeline is also mid-range, and additional comments ready to get started. I'm submitting the form. And we can see that it went through, and I will pin it so that I can use this further and I don't need to constantly re-enter information while we are testing and while we are building this workflow. Next, I'll use OpenAI's model, message model, and let me fill this up. All right, please add the credentials. To add the credentials, you can look at another video in my channel on how to do that. Resources sex, we will be messaging a model. I will be using 4.1. And we have a system prompt, which is, you are an excellent lead nurturing assistant. Your job is to write an email to a new lead who just filled out the form to our website. I'm having some negative prompts too, so that it should never include any placeholders, and it should use only the lead's first name if their full name is provided. Here's all the information about the lead. So the name, I'm taking the name from the previous node, the email, services interested in, budget range, project timeline, and additional comments I just took from the form submission. Now, make sure the email feels tailored based on what the leads provided in the form. Thank them for their interest. And also, I am formatting an output so that OpenAI knows that I need a subject for an email, a body, and a lead level. I will show you where we use that next. And here is how the model will decide the level of the lead. All right, let's test the step. You should always output content as JSON too, so that you get this output which is properly formatted and that you can reuse going forwards. All right, looks good. Now, what we want to do is send an email back to the lead, but we would like for them to not get an answer right away because it shows that it is automatic, right? So what I do is I sometimes just wait a little bit, but just for the email, right? So we can wait for 15 seconds. And after that, we will be sending an email. So Gmail, send a message. And for the credentials, again, you can find another video in this channel on how to do that. Please go and watch that. I will execute previous notes. I will need to wait for those 15 seconds now until it goes through. But once it does, I can take the email and send the message to that email. Subject will be whatever the OpenAI node decided. The body also whatever the OpenAI node decided, and I will just change the email type to text. One more thing, please add append n8n attribution and take that off. Let's test the step. It goes through, and if we go and look, we can see that the email is there. Thank you for your interest in our silver package. And here's the message with personalized information. Another thing we would like to do is enter that lead into our database so that we have a record of this lead actually in our database so we can work with it further. Let's just click here, and I will use Google Sheets and append row in the sheet. With the credentials, same thing. Just watch a video on this channel on how to connect Google Sheets. The document will be lead nurturing. The sheet will be the first sheet. And I need to map every single column that I have in the sheet. And that's pretty easy to do. So for the timestamp, I will use whatever the time the form was submitted at. The lead level is specifically, I will take it from whatever the OpenAI decided, right? Because that is the exact place where we are deciding which level the lead is. The name, again, from the original form, the email from the original form, services interested in, original form, budget range, project timeline, and additional comments, everything from the original form. And if I test the step, it goes through. I can see that the information has been updated. We can see that this is a medium lead, the name, email, so they are interested in a silver package with this kind of budget range, this timeline, and these additional comments. All right, that's good. Now, one more thing to be done is a Slack message to our team so that they know that this lead has just arrived and that they can start working with it. So Slack, send a message. Again, just look at another video in the channel to see how to connect Slack credentials. Message, send the message to, and I am selecting a channel. That channel is n8n, and it will be a simple text message with an expression of a new lead alert, the name, again, from the form submission, the lead level is from the OpenAI's node, budget is from the original form submission, timeline 2, and check the lead at, and I just went to my Google Docs and just copied the link and pasted it out right here. Let's test the step. And if I go to n8n, I can see that the message went through, a new lead alert, name, lead level, budget, timeline, and check the lead at. And if I click on it, I go straight to the Google Docs. The message went through, everything looks good. I can save this. I can unpin the message and save it again. And let's test this out. Test the workflow. I will fill this with a high-level lead information. All right, so we have somebody interested in a gold package with over 50K budget range. Project timelines is 2 to 4 weeks, which is tight. And additional comments is great to be working with you. Let's submit. Let's go back and see how it goes through. All right, so this is starting to wait. And after 15 seconds, it will send an email and go through the rest of the steps. If we go to our database, we can see that the new high value lead has been added with a goal package over 50K and a project timeline. We can see that they have been responded to. So Imantas, we are excited to be working with you. You know, with this kind of budget and a quick turnaround, we would like to organize a quick discovery call in the next few days so that we don't miss the deadline. And if I go to Slack, I see that there's a new lead alert, high value lead over 50K, timeline is 2 to 4 weeks. And I can go to Google Sheets, check it out, and start working with the client. If you found this useful, click on the screen for my next video.